What is up, people of YouTube? As you know, I said I was going to do a Q&A on here while I meal prep, doing my little Sunday meal prep. So I asked the anonymous questions on Instagram. I find that like the anonymous questions, you get more questions and people ask better questions. I don't know what it is about, like they don't want their name tagged to that question, but yeah, so that's why I only did the anonymous, and I did a couple of them just to get the best variety of questions here. So we'll pull up, and I screenshotted the most interesting, best ones that came up the most often. So, and I will also be meal prepping for my week here. So the first thing I'm going to make is eggs. So I do eggs and egg whites for like my breakfast or just a meal of the day. It doesn't have to be breakfast. If I'm working out earlier, sometimes I'll want to eat my like more carby meals before that. So anyway, that is a different story. So first question, do you meditate? So I wouldn't really say that I do. I've never really talked about it, but I do struggle with anxiety. And it's like, you know, all the symptoms of anxiety, the tight chest, the like heart, like I have heart arrhythmias, like it feels like fluttering is going on. And it happens a lot, I think, just from being overwhelmed with, you know, I will have like a busy day and be fine, going about my whole day, and then I will get home and, you know, still be doing shit, meal prepping, whatever, and I will finally get in bed with no real downtime and then like experience, you know, overwhelming sense of anxiety. And I've been trying to like, you know, journal and stuff to kind of help mitigate those feelings, because it really is crippling. And if you struggle with this, you know it is not fun and it is no joke. So I would say that like I have breathing practices that I do to help the anxiety part of like my bedtime situation that happens. It's weird because it doesn't happen, like sometimes I'll be fine. I'll totally be fine going throughout my day, and you know, you just get into bed and you're like, oh, like I can't breathe, like I feel like suffocated. And so that's when I will like belly breathe, like I'll put my hand on my stomach, lay on my back, and just like really push it out and like move your diaphragm. And sometimes, like not sometimes, always, like breathing, you can control your heart rate, which it's like if you do really get like true anxiety, you know, like at least I feel this anyway, I don't know if other people feel this, like the more you focus on your breathing, then you get freaked out about that, then you're like super focused on that and your heart is still not where it should be, like your heart rate's still high. So it's really something. So I guess I should make time to like meditate, or like, but you know, that could be my meditation, like just breathing. I think meditation is just like, doesn't matter how long you do it, it's just like a practice of mindfulness and breathing and just being in your body. So I kind of meditate, I don't know, I just never called it that, I just call it like belly breathing, trying to control my anxiety. All right, I'm gonna put, so for my eggs, we do this little thing out. So I'm gonna do half of a cup of egg whites. So these are just from Aldi's, because that's like the cheapest. All right, so half of a cup of egg whites, just for some extra protein. Easy extra protein, you can throw it in there, because I scramble my eggs, so you really can't, you know, it just kind of gives you more volume too. I don't know if the camera can even see it. Here it is. So we do 3 whole eggs, half a cup of egg whites, and then I'm just gonna kind of throw it in this pan for here. And we'll need a fork. Like that. Dump it in. And I'm a big seasoning girl, so I use garlic salt and this, it's like onion, garlic, that black pepper, sea salt, so I dump a lot of that on there. And because, you know, seasons are calorie free, most of them, some of them are not, but just put all the things to make it flavorful. Okay, next question. The most embarrassing thing you have done. Okay, I thought I had a list of like the embarrassing thing, because I don't know, I just was like, I didn't want to get caught where I didn't know what to say, so I did make a list. Well, I don't really know, like it's hard to say. I'm sure there's some stuff that's more embarrassing than these things, but one time I got scammed by one of those like online things that like is trying to get your money or whatever. And that was like, I never really told anybody because it is embarrassing. Like I was like, once I figured it out, like I got scammed, I was like, oh my fuck, like I'm so stupid. Like I never told anybody because I was embarrassed by it. I spelled vlog wrong, like VLOG, wrong in a YouTube video, like a what is it called? The little thumbnail. I spelled that wrong. I spelled it with an F, like flog or something. That was totally by accident. I just wasn't thinking probably. And it was like one of the first ones. I'm sure it's still there if you go back and see it. It's probably really bad. And with that, just like posts of the past that I'm sure are kind of like embarrassing, just like everything I've posted, you know, the whole journey of social media, some of the things I'm like super cringe about. Eggs are cooking. Next question. Oh, I guess I have to look on my phone. How long did it take for you to transform your body? So this is like been a process, you know, for many years, as you know, other people as well. But I would say, so I played college soccer, so through I think 2018 was when I stopped playing college soccer and decided to focus on just like the lifting stuff. Like I've been in like team sports and stuff all my life, and I was a runner, so I needed like something that I could focus on just myself and like improving. I really liked the aspect of lifting that like you could, you know, focus just on yourself and like build your body and sculpt your body, because for years I was running and like trying to get to where I wanted to be, and you know, running just did not get me there at all. Like I don't think I belonged in running with like my body. I've always had the bigger legs and stuff from soccer, and I would always constantly beat myself up about not looking like the other runners. You know, I was competitive with them, whatever, like I could win a race in my division and stuff, but I just like would beat myself up because I didn't look like, you know, the skinny other runners. So like when I fell into lifting, it was just really refreshing, and I started to see change pretty quickly. newer people, you do start to see like newbie gains is a real thing. Like you'll start to see your body transform, and it's really exciting and fun. And it happens pretty quick, especially if you're eating enough. So if you're just starting, definitely eat your calories, because a lot of females in particular are under eating. So anyway, I'm rambling. So that was just 2018. So 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then here we are in 23. So 5 years, because we just started 23. And I don't really know what month exactly I started in 2018. So yes, I don't get caught up in how long it's going to take for you to get to where you want to be, because you're just going to be unhappy with it, because it really does. Once you let go of how long you think it should take, and once you don't have a timeline, that's when you can start to actually have fun with it and actually start to appreciate the process that you have and the gains that you've made, because really it really does take years to get where you think you want to be. Yes, you're gonna make progress regardless, but mature muscle really has a different look. It has a more dense look to it. I need to stir these eggs. Ooh, this one's looking more like a pancake because I've not been stirring it. Oh well. Okay, next question. When and why did you start getting serious about fitness? So back to, these questions kind of tie them together. So back to the soccer part. I was always obsessed with soccer. I played it since I was 3 years old. So, and just improving in that. My dad played a huge role in all of this. He really pushed me to become a better athlete, and he taught me how to eat and stuff like that. Not perfect. It wasn't he wasn't pushing me in an unhealthy way towards it, but he did kind of educate me on nutrition, what's good, what's not good, whole foods are what you should be eating most of the time. But so I guess I was always kind of involved in it, and then with the running too, and I was always looking on Pinterest at different cleanses and bullshit like that. I fell into those traps that everyone falls into. I'm pretty sure I bought fat burners from Women's Best before, for sure, and all of the things that comes along with it, and the body weight booty exercises and doing all that stupid shit that it just isn't effective. But it's all part of the process. I feel like everyone has to go through something like that, so it's a big learning curve. But so the reason why I've always, I guess, been involved in the space, and then of course I chose, basically I was obsessed with soccer, like I said, so I chose to go to school because I got on the soccer team, and it was D2, Division 2, which I wanted to play D2 because it's competitive, and I knew I probably wasn't good enough to go D1, so, and I wanted to be close to home, so I chose my college based on soccer basically, and then I was choosing my major just off of things that I liked, and that happened to be exercise science, and that led me, I never really changed, I didn't change, or I knew I just belonged there. I've always loved science as well, so it just really worked with everything. So I guess I have always been involved in health and fitness. Nutrition's really really interesting to me. I would love to learn more about it just because it's so complex and there's a lot of opinions out there, as you guys know, I'm sure. Okay, these need to come off, so I'm just gonna I'm actually going to put them in a bowl, because when I get up in the morning, it's gonna be 5:30 when I eat these, so I'm just gonna pop these eggs in the microwave and throw some ketchup on them and eat them before I leave for work. So there they are. On that. And I always prep chicken. This is like obviously still frozen, and ground turkey or ground beef or ground chicken for the week. So these things have got a little bit to go. So I'm gonna put some water on them and help them thaw out. Next question. Favorite Taco Bell item? Oh, I am not a fan of Taco Bell or really fast food in general. And this ties back to, you know, my childhood. We didn't really eat fast food at all. So like I didn't grow up with it. I guess it wasn't part of like the habits that I had. So I never really went there. I think I went there once in college because my roommates would get it sometimes, and I think I got, I only got one thing ever because I've only been there once. I got a Crunchwrap Supreme. It was okay. I don't really remember, but you know, I guess if I had to get something again that wasn't terrible, so probably get a Crunchwrap Supreme. However, their ground meat is really sketchy. Like I don't exactly know what's in it. I'd rather make stuff at home, you know what I mean? Because I know what's in it. I can make it taste better, and I won't like shit my brains out from the Taco Bell. And I would rather, like if I'm getting Mexican, we have Chipotle, so I'd rather go to Chipotle anyway. That's like my version of fast food. I would rather go to Chipotle. What pre-workout and protein are your favorites? So you guys know if you've been listening and watching me, following me, I don't really take pre-workout, but I do take pump. So let me show you what pumps I like. Okay, so this one's from Redcon. They actually sent it to me. Shout out to Redcon. It is sour gummy bear, and it's really good. I use the Gatorade powder, the Cool Blue, as my intra carbs for my workouts, and this just mixes really well with that. So I kind of need, oh yeah, and let me just say, I don't use this as pre. I put it in my intra. I don't care, like it's fine. I know it's supposed to be consumed before. It's pump. It's like it's not gonna make that much of a difference. But here's another one that I use. So oh, just kidding, here it is. So this one is also pump. This is from Ghost. I got this from working with GNC. There was like a Black Friday thing that they wanted me to promote it. So this one, sour watermelon. I go for anything that's sour. I love watermelon. I love grapes. I love, you know, gummy bear kind of thing. Like that is what I go for. I like the sour stuff. So I don't use like real pre, but I used to drink those little like energy drinks that everybody drinks, the carbonated ones. So I actually do like the beta alanine flavor, like, you know, the stuff that makes you all tingly and like hot kind of. I like those. So our gym sells the C4 drinks, so I would always like to drink one of those. I would love to drink one of those for a workout, because it gets you, I love that tingly, you feel like you're, I don't know, like a meth head or something. Not that that's a good thing, but it's just like that feeling. It's a little creepy, but that and my favorite flavor, my all-time favorite flavor of the energy drinks is the Ghost Swedish fish. Can't say it. Swedish fish. So the Ghost Swedish fish. All the Ghost ones are pretty good. And I try to, Alani is also good too. I like them because they're only 200 milligrams caffeine. I can't imagine what it would be like if I had one of those like 300 milligram of caffeine bangs or something. I would be off the fucking walls. And then for protein, I have right now, so I usually just I like to try different ones every time. Sometimes I've been getting, because protein is super expensive right now, And I know I could be working with some brands. I just don't respond to my DMs that well. But yeah, so this one's from GNC. It's their Waybolic. I got it because it's a huge tub, whereas the other ones are small. And for your $1, you get more out of this one. And it's Girl Scout coconut caramel cookie. And I've been making the oats that are just like, you guys know this Girl Scout cookie. It's like, they're like super good. So I've been making overnight oats on my rest days with this, and then I put a scoop of this in my cream of rice because I don't really drink protein. I hate like shaking it up and drinking it. I either need to have it in a smoothie or with like other frozen banana and stuff, or in like a recipe of oats or, you know, the cream of rice. So, oh, another one that I really like, it's GNC Isopure, and I had it before, but it literally, the price raised like $20, so I stopped getting it. It is vanilla salted caramel. That one was fire. And I even like just a regular vanilla, but I have to do the Isopure or else it kind of makes, you know, my stomach, it kind of makes me bloated. So this one is an Isopure too. So put her back. And next in our food prep, I'm gonna measure out some rice that I already had made. This is just jasmine rice that I made in the microwave, and some pineapple. And this pineapple is, you can judge me, but it is canned pineapple because I don't like to waste my time cutting pineapples always. You guys know my post-workout meal is chicken, rice, and pineapple, so we're gonna make that. Okay, there. Now we have a Tupperware. The kitchen's kind of a mess, just ignore it. I make like a huge mess on my meal prep days, and then I clean it all up, so don't worry. So we're gonna do 250 grams of rice. I get asked all the time, like new people, about the scale, about a food scale. Excuse me. It's like a hiccup or something. But the food scales really do, like if you are into the tracking and if you're cool with that, your relationship with food is good, the scales really do help because you can just, number one, it brings awareness to what you're eating and how much the value of foods, and then you can kind of after that, after you've been doing it for a long time, you can be more educated and eyeball your food. Like if you're going out to eat or something, you can eyeball it and you still want to track. So there's 250. I'm not that good, like I can't eyeball that well, so I will always measure just to be safe. Okay. Next question. Have you ever gotten in a fist fight? Not like a full-blown fist fight. I have gotten into like a little bit of a like pushing, yelling fight with one of my roommates, my best friend, and it was just pretty funny. We don't even know what we were fighting about, and it was alcohol involved, so it was just really stupid. Yeah, so it was really dumb. Actually, one of the constables, it's like one of the cops that patrol, like, I don't know, the houses or something, they were there, and one of them was pulling on me, like, to, you know, get off of her, and my boyfriend was pulling on her to get off of me, and it was just an interesting time. We, again, don't even know what we were fighting about, but no, I have not gotten in a fist fight. I really haven't had a reason to get in a fist fight, so I think there's like better ways to deal with things, and I'm pretty sure like I used to take boxing lessons like a few times, and I would love to do it again. It's really fun. It's like really good cardio. I loved it. Maybe someday when I am less into like the whole bodybuilding space, that I will get into some other things again, like the boxing. Okay, so for the pineapple, I'm putting in 150 grams of the pineapple. So again, fresh would be better, but I'm not fucking wasting time cutting a pineapple. So we'll put this in the fridge. Next question. What's your favorite book? So one of my favorite books has gotta be Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a classic. It's a favorite of many, I know. It's just so simple, and it just teaches you, how to habit stack and how to get rid of bad behaviors, how to take on new, better behaviors. It's just a really interesting book that organizes it all and can kind of guide you into better habits. So I like that. I wrote these down because I was like, I'm never gonna forget, I'm never gonna remember what books. So there's another one, Limitless by Jim Quick. I really like that one. It's kind of like, I don't know, they might be like self-helpy, but I like that kind of like motivating book, or like ones that like change your mind, make you think. I like those kinds of books. But honestly, whenever I sit down to read, I'm like, yeah, we need to be, working on something else, like helping online clients, or journaling, or editing a YouTube video, or making a post for Instagram. Like there's so many things that I need to be doing that aren't reading, and reading just gets pushed to the bottom of the priorities. I also really like Max Lugavere if you're into like the nutrition stuff. He has Genius Life and Genius Foods. Those are also really good reads, at least for like, my thing is like I never finish books either. Like I read the like some of them anyway, like the fiction ones that they're like suspense, I'll finish those, but some of the ones that are like trying to teach you things, I'll like read it, get the idea of it, and then just like not follow. I'll just put it down, kind of put it back on the bookshelf. Next question. Have you ever thought about opening your own gym? No, because I have seen, what gym owners go through. It is very expensive. I'm not exactly sure, how profitable it even is having a gym. And I kind of want to get away from so much in-person training because I don't want to have to be at an establishment at certain times. I want to be working on my own time, which yes, you can say that I am working on my own time right now, but it's just like, I don't say no. So like if a client wants to train at 6 a.m., I'm not going to say no to it. So I'm stuck waking up at 4:30 once again to go and train a client at 6. Like it's just, I just don't see myself ever. That's actually a common question. And no, I definitely don't want to own my own gym. If anything like that, I would rather own something else that's more like, so I would want to like maybe go in on it with somebody else. Maybe not a gym. I was thinking more of like a coffee smoothie, like a food, like a restaurant or something, like something small, or maybe like a coffee smoothie bar at a gym. I think that would be pretty cool because that's like everything that I love all in one space. Or like a macro food place. I know there's some places like that out there, but we don't have any in Central PA because there's nothing in Central PA. But yeah, so just like more macro friendly meals, that would be really cool. Like that's like my entrepreneurial business, like brick and mortar side of things would go. But no, I would not own it. Okay, so cream of rice, we're gonna do like 75 grams of cream of rice. This one I get at either Giant or Wise, which I don't know if those grocery stores are available everywhere that you guys are, but that's what they are. Like I can't find it at Aldi's, which is like the cheaper grocery store. So we'll do about 75, and then I pour my water in until it gets to like 315 grams without clearing it. I do exact water because I don't like runny cream of rice. I like it nice and thick. So, or like I like a specific consistency with my cream of rice. So to have it be exact, I do that. Then I throw in a little either cinnamon or this is pumpkin pie spice just to spice it up. I thought I was gonna focus, okay? Whatever. Yeah. Throw in some of that and then a little bit of salt because the protein I have is pretty sweet. That's a problem. That's why I don't like a lot of proteins because they are so sweet. There's that. Okay. And then we're gonna mix this up and pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Next question. How much do you charge for coaching monthly? What do you provide with your coaching? So coaching right now is only $100 a month, and that comes with the workout programs, the whole fitness side of it, depending on what your goals are. So I work with True Coach Platform, which is an app that you can use that I plug in all your information and your workout programs on there, and it'll tell you what days to do it and working with your schedule and stuff, of course, and it'll have some videos if you need instruction on how to do the lift. We can communicate through the True Coach app. You can take this out. So True Coach, you can we can message each other through it, and also I text all of my clients, so I don't really message them through True Coach, although you can. So I'm in communications with all my clients on at least a weekly basis, at least. I prefer to be in communications with you throughout the entire week. But however, everybody doesn't communicate that well. So I at least do one check-in during, on Sundays actually. So today is when I'll do all my check-ins. At least ask you how your week was, how are the workouts going, are you getting stronger, how's your sleep and your stress. I have my clients send videos of their lifts, if they're struggling with anything. I give you mobility stuff to work on, and the more the client puts into it, the more you get out of it. So the more videos you send me, the more questions you ask, the more help I can provide you, the more progress you're going to make. So it really is what you make of it. My coaching also comes with nutrition, which that again is what you make of it too. If you're the type of person where you want to start small, make very small changes, I will work with you on that. If you're the type of person that you want to follow macros, I do not do meal plans, but I will help you with meal ideas. I do not believe in meal plans. It is not sustainable for the average person, that is. If you're a bodybuilder doing a competition, that's different, or if you need to have a specific diet, that's different. But I do not believe in the meal plans because it just provides a bad on-off mentality. Oh, I'm on my diet, or I'm off if you're not eating exactly the robotic way that that your meal plan says that you need to eat. So no meal plans, but I do as much nutrition help as you need. So I'll come back to that. We just need to put a scoop of this protein in before this cream of rice cools because it's easier to stir when it's hot. But with the coaching too, I have my clients send progress pictures probably at least every month, I would say. You can send them as often as per week. I will definitely look at them, but a lot of my clients don't. And I don't require you send them every single week. It's just kind of not necessary. And then I don't want to have them get caught up in the little things about oh, I didn't make any progress from week to week. Of course you're not going to. It's going to take a while. I help you get to the bottom of sleep issues, stress issues, with food. That's food is big, and I help my clients with meal ideas and really making healthy food taste good. That's and like making them feel like they're not feeling deprived when they're eating healthy, and making them feel like, you know, like it's sustainable. That's the whole goal of mine with my clients, is to create like sustainable plan of action towards your goals. So first, a lot of people are under eating, females and some guys too. I take females and guys. So a lot of people are under eating, so we want to kind of reverse diet them up to at least their maintenance calories, which I calculate for them based on their activity level, height, weight, and all that. So we get them up to at least there. We spend a little time there, gain some muscle, they get stronger, and then you prepare yourself. You know, you built a nice foundation. Okay, we're ready to do a fat loss phase, and then we get to do a fat loss phase. So that's always what people want. No, you will not always lose weight initially, because some people, like, you need to be ready for a weight loss phase. Like if you are a female coming to me and you're only eating like, I don't know, like 1,200 calories, then you're not going to lose. I'm not going to restrict you even further. And there is coaches out there that do that. So just be aware that you will destroy like your hormone profile and your metabolism if you follow some coaches' plans, like including people that I know, like people that I'm close with. They, you know, through work and stuff, just because I have to be close with them. But you know, it's just not, you just have to watch, because I myself have even fallen through the trap of, there was like a real legit bodybuilding coach that put me on like 1,200 calories, and it was a terrible time. I actually put fat cells on my body because I followed such a strict diet when I was on it, barely eating anything, and then eventually I said, this isn't working. Like, I didn't get to where I wanted to go. And not only that, I was like miserable. I was starving, and just said, fuck it. And I just want to eat healthy. So I started eating healthy, and, you know, the olive oils and the nut butters. I was addicted to peanut butter, and that just goes to show, like, I probably needed more fat in my diet. Like, my body was trying to tell me something. And I kind of blew up there. I was super inflamed. Hormone profiles were terrible. I even went to the doctor, and they said my thyroid was low. And for the doctor to say something, that's like huge, because doctors normally don't say anything unless something's wildly off on you. So just be aware that you can get caught under the trap of other coaches that will, you know, you got to do your background. You got to do your background checks on these people, because, you know, not everyone's the best out there. Not saying I'm perfect, because I'm still learning, but so is everyone else too. Like, unless you're like really high up there in the fitness ranks, and some of these girls that, you know, they just look good online, they look good themselves, so, you know, everyone wants to buy their program, but doesn't mean it's the best. So just gotta be aware. Yes, and I am taking new online clients, and the link to it I will post in the description. So I need to find a Tupperware for this cream of rice. Ow, it's hot. So the next question is, your worst habit, question mark. So this was one that I kind of had to think about, but I think number one, a habit that I hate that I do is I get stuck down rabbit holes, or like if I'm working on something, I have to get it. Like, I have to get it right, and I will spend hours working on it, especially if it's like I'm working on, like, sounds so stupid, that's why I hate it. Like working on like a reel. Like the other day, I tried to make this reel, and it was gonna be really cool, and the app kept crashing. Like, the Instagram app sucks now. Like, Instagram's really going to shit. But anyway, I was trying to like make this reel, right? And the app crashed like 3 times. I was getting so frustrated, and I kept going back, and I was like, no, I need to put it down. I need to walk away because I'm gonna waste way too much fucking time on this stupid thing that's probably only gonna get like 100 likes anyway, because my engagement right now is terrible because there's so many ads on Instagram right now. So I guess getting stuck down rabbit holes is one of them. I wrote some of them down, to be honest. Oh, I pick my fingers like, can't tell there, but I pick my thumbs pretty bad. And sometimes like I'll literally, if I have extra money, I'll get my nails done just so I don't pick my fingers. And that ties into my favorite book too, Atomic Habits. They kind of give you tips on like, you know, take pride in like what your hands look like. So get your nails done, make them look all nice, so then you don't want to ruin it by picking your fingers. But however, that costs money. I guess I could do my own nails, but that would be another time suck. Next question, what is your #1 song on Spotify? So I know it, I don't even have to look it up. My #1 song was Color of Your Soul by Grizz and Closey. That song I became obsessed with. Oh my gosh, no, we don't have any bananas. That song I became obsessed with from Bonnaroo last year because Closey went to Bonnaroo. And she's just like a really good like electronic artist, EDM. But yeah, so Color of Your Soul, it's a fire song. Check it out. How are you today? Today I am feeling optimistic, excited. It's Sunday. I'm like excited for the week ahead. I'm feeling good today. Last week was a struggle with anxiety. My anxiety was pretty bad, but I'm feeling better. I actually slept last night and pretty good the night before that too. So feeling good. I got back from a trip with one of my clients. Actually, she's my friend, but she was my client first, and we went to New York and stayed in like a little bit of a tiny house. You know, you guys know like those little tiny houses that have like everything in it within like a small area. So cute. Favorite foods to eat to stay satiated in a cut. So #1, pickles. Not to stay satiated, I guess, but pickles were a snack that I had often when I was cutting because they're kind of like really minimal calories. They're like, you know, 0 to 5 calories for some pickles. So I had a lot of pickles. I always had a jar, and they were like salty and just good to have when I was cutting. Kind of just like if you were hungry, didn't have macros to afford to, I would just go and eat some pickles. Ew, there's one in my hair. And another thing with that, the Zevia drinks, they're the 0 calorie soda, like the 0 calorie sodas. Those two help me. Gives you just kind of like a little treat. I don't know, stupid. But to stay satiated, rather than having rice, have like a potato, like a sweet potato or something for your carbs. I used to mix cauliflower rice in with rice, kind of give it more volume. A lot of salsa, like if you're making like a burrito bowl or something, add in a ton of salsa with it because that's low calorie. Of course, track it because it does have some calorie value, but it just adds a lot of flavor. Seasonings help add flavor to your food. That's 0 calories. Sugar-free ketchup, flavor to your food. Prioritize proteins. Proteins are really satiating in itself, so just everything I already am eating. You guys know, like the chicken, the egg whites. Egg whites are volume, and you know, have like 1 or 2 whole eggs when you're cutting, and then add a bunch of egg whites to it. Fruits and vegetables, of course. Watch fruits because fruits do get up there in certain vegetables too. But yeah, so vegetables like lettuce, any really low calorie, celery or tomatoes, stuff like that, very low calorie that you can get a lot of. Like I'm a volume person, so I need volume. So vegetables in general are great, so because most of them are low calorie. What else? Some smoothies and shakes, yes, too. But however, I would watch your liquid calories when you're cutting, because it's always better to like actually chew something, like chew your food, because there's something, you know, digestive process that makes you feel a little bit more satisfied, a little bit more full. Anything that's high protein and decently high fat and density, that's gonna like make you feel satiated. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all of the tips. I think that's all the tips that I used. Can't get any farther on this because I need banana, and for that one I need chicken. So I guess the meal prepping is done for now. Put on hold. One thing you can't survive without. Well, I guess you could say, you know, handy dandy water bottle, because I always take it with me everywhere. But yeah, so hydro jug, big water bottle, because gotta stay hydrated. I really love my coffee in the morning, so you can say that. I love my Nespresso machine. I love it. I can survive without it, but I just love a nice warm beverage in the morning. So, you know, coffee, my water, I guess, well, they only ask for one thing, so I guess that would be it. Next question. Is there a reason you don't post your significant other more often? Didn't even know you were dating till the engagement announcement. So I kind of knew this question was coming, because I didn't really address it, but there's kind of multiple reasons why I'm not like posting my relationship all over social media. I want to keep it kind of separated, help keep it special. I don't want all of the eyes on him or have like everyone in his business, because quite frankly, people are mean and rude. Like, I have to delete comments about myself every day because people are so rude and ignorant, and I hate that. So I kind of want to just like keep him completely out of it. Another reason is most of my posts on social media are from me in the gym and my workouts and my nutrition, and most of them are just me creating my own content. So it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. A lot of times it's just like, you know, me making meals and showing my workout, or like a gym picture, or, you know, a form video or something like that. It's not really like on purpose. I just like to keep it separate, I guess, in private. I like having like a private aspect to my life that people can't really get to. It just keeps it special to me. Hey guys, what's up? It's Editing Maddie. I just want to say and address another thing. He's literally the reason why I started a fitness page in the first place. Like, I would have never been comfortable doing that, but he really encouraged me, and he supported me this whole time. And he also takes my content. And another reason is he does not love, like, he doesn't care to be in pictures. He doesn't like love being in pictures anyway. So it's not like I love him any less. So just saying. All right, that is all. This person asked, do you even like school? First of all, I'm not in school, and no, I never really liked school. I liked college a little bit because it was like at least learning about like a subject that I enjoyed. Oh, that was the last question. Wow. That was ending on a bad one. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that is, so our meal prep, let me just go over our meal prep. So we have the cream of rice for tomorrow. I need banana. I'm going to put coconut oil on this and honey. It's so good. It's so good. Like, if you guys haven't tried cream of rice, it smells so good. Then we have the chicken, rice, and pineapple. The chicken still needs made because it's frozen. And the turkey is going to be made too, and then I also made the eggs. So kind of took you guys along, little Sunday meal prep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, lots more to come, so subscribe, thumbs up if you like it, and I will catch you in the next one.